Hi there, everybody, and welcome back to Retro Unscripted. This is episode 8 already, and I'm glad that you were able to join me for this episode. Today I'm going to be talking about the GxTV, which is the TV here behind me. I bought this TV back in 1997, which is now 17 years ago. The reason that I bought the GxTV was because the TV that I had before it, which was a Zenith, was incompatible with my PlayStation. This this led to a bit of anger at launch for the PlayStation back in 1995. Imagine spending $300 plus between the PlayStation and games and accessories, taking the day off work. You race home, you set it up on the TV that you always play games on, and the picture bounces. You don't know why. So I wound up returning my PlayStation back to Electronics Boutique and getting another one, and it did the same thing. I wound up getting an RF modulator. I tried that, same thing happened. And at the end of the day, Sony finally figured out that there was an incompatibility issue with Zenith TVs, so I wound up having to move the PlayStation downstairs to the family room instead and share time rather than play games at will, which was a bit frustrating. So when I heard about the GxTV in early 1997 and was able to put the money away to be able to buy it, it was really the best money that I had ever spent. And today I'm going to be going over some of the features of the GxTV and why I think it's such a cool thing. As you can see, there are two speakers that open out as part of the GxTV, and at the end of the video I'll actually close them so you can see what the device looks like closed. There's also a 13-inch screen here in the center. It's not the biggest screen. It's what I like to call a personal gaming screen, so you kind of have to sit close in order to see. What I usually recommend is if you have a work desk, like for your den, that's a perfect place to put that, or in your gaming cave or whatever it may be. This is the CRT TV, so systems from the NES all the way up to the Wii are going to be best suited for this TV, whereas high-definition systems like the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, you don't want to use them with this, of course. You want to use them with a standard, or not a standard, but an actual high-definition set or device. As for the TV itself, it comes with a GX button, which I'll talk about in a minute, menu button, two volume buttons, and two channel buttons, plus a power button here at the very end. In addition, the TV comes with a remote. Looks like this. The remote also has the GX mode, which is right here. It has 4 arrow buttons, and when you hit them and it's dark, they light up. I don't know if you can see that or not. But those buttons light up, so it's great for use in the dark or dim situations. There's also a sleep timer on here. One of the cool things about the GxTV is that you can hook up a cable box to it and use it not only for gaming but also for watching TV. So if you like to watch Seinfeld or Everybody Loves Raymond or Modern Family and you want to watch it as you fall asleep at night, if you use this for your personal TV, you most certainly can do that and not worry about leaving the TV on all night. So that's a big plus. So what is the GX mode? The GX mode is, or R, whichever, 2 preset gaming modes that are built in that change not only the image quality but also the surround and sound quality for output for games. I have never used either of these. I've never been a big fan. There's also a custom option, which the TV is set to now, that I use not only for picture but also for sound. I tend to boost the bass considerably, and I give myself a little bit of extra treble as well. And when we test the sound in a little while, you'll hear what I mean, at least hopefully. The GxTV comes with 2 AV outputs, or 2 inputs, whichever. 2 inputs, that's the right term. 2 inputs. Mine, unfortunately, only has one that works, so I've counteracted that by hooking up a VCR, which is out of the frame, and I have some of my systems hooked up to that VCR using the 2 auxiliary channels on that for video output and also for sound output. There's also a coaxial input, like an RF input. So if you're not using a cable box, you can screw in an NES, for example, if you don't have a toaster, and get video and audio that way. Unfortunately, my coax is also dead on this. I have moved around considerably since 1997, so there were a couple of moving accidents between then and now. So one of the AV inputs doesn't work, and a RF doesn't work, which is unfortunate. And a reason why I don't have a top-loading NES is because it won't work. Yes, I know about the whole modification to get AV to work. I don't know how to do that. So that's the GX. It's a great little TV. I paid $300 for it. Spent thousands of hours playing games on it, watching TV on it. It's really treated me well for the past 17 years. I've been very fortunate. So the video quality isn't perfect, but the sound
Ihre Papiere, bitte. Your papers, please.
isn't bad.
Verzeihung, aber Sie haben Ihre Granate vergessen. Excuse me, but you forgot your grenade.
This is also one of my favorite sequences.
Der Amerikaner hat Hundekuchen in der Tasche. The American has dog biscuits in his pocket.
And my favorite,
Rennt euer Leben. Hat eine Panzerfaust.
run for your life. He has a bazooka. Love that. You can hear the bass response. That's about 40%. And I actually have to speak pretty loudly to get over that, so that's pretty cool. As I mentioned, the sound is easily the best quality of this TV, and one of the reasons why you should probably look for one if you can.
Medal of Honor. Prepare for your finest hour.
So that's pretty cool. The sound has always blown me away. And when I've had friends over, family over, and I've used this TV, it's always what they talk about. It sounds great, and it does. I'm not sure whether this USB microphone can really do it justice as opposed to standing in the same room, but the sound is definitely the most impressive aspect, and especially after all these years, the fact that the sound stands up is just really cool. So I'm curious, those of you who watch this, if you have a GxTV or if you've had one or if you've had friends that have one, what do you think of it? Do you like this? Is it something that you think about buying now that you've seen it? If you have one, how long have you had one? Do you like it? Feel free to share all those reactions either in the comments below or you can talk about it on Twitter. I'm always there at Retro Unscripted. Until the next time, everybody, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, whenever it is that you guys are watching this. And I will see you, yes you, on the next episode of Retro Unscripted.